think at the end of the day, everybody in the Lasagne Men was able to get on with each other.
For a band to stick together, you need at least one driving force.
I thoroughly enjoyed doing it, but I did actually see with other people, you know, that would come to see the band, that it was like there was a lot of querying about where the music was coming from.
Of course, at the time, I wanted Joseph King to play the guitar because we'd done some things in the past before, and he'd done this sort of like rolling folk guitar. Who would you save from the path of the rust? Be gone and kill the world. I think as a band we were quite cute, really.
We took it in turns to sit in the driver's seat while the other songwriter perhaps would be in the passenger seat reading the map.
We both have, you know, completely separate sort of like ideas of music in a way, but we're two sides to the same coin.
There was a new edge and something which I wasn't used to. I hadn't actually really heard anybody doing. So you know that was as much a reason to get involved as anything else.
Bruno's vision of it was so clear and so strong, you know, that he wanted to get something out into the public.
Ross, Alan and I were involved in a band called the Blue Whale, and that's where I sort of like got to know Alan and got to know him as a musician.
You see, I used to be the guitarist, or one of the guitarists in the Blue Whale, but I wasn't very good at that either. So I suppose I was bundled onto playing the bass. In fact, we used to call it the low notes because it wasn't really true bass playing.
As far as I was concerned, I was flattered that people were making an effort to get my songs right and to produce them in a way that perhaps I wouldn't have done myself, but that did work.
See what the future brings.
Salt of the earth is Alan. He's a corker. He's a top-class musician. I suppose he's a socialist, really, and his songs spouted that. But as I got not used to them, but as I maybe became to understand Alan more, became closer friends, I appreciate the quality of his writing.
See what the future brings.
Poison in the Greenhouse was written in a band previous to the Lasagne Men. In actual fact, Poison in the Greenhouse started with Toddy, the lead guitarist, saying, have you ever tried this riff or this style of playing? And as soon as he started to play it, it's like, oh yeah, that's fun, that sounds good. And I seem to remember I just wandered off and wrote 3 verses or something.
Over the glass and over your head, under the land, jelly and lead, deep in the soul, in the north, in the south, facing the facts, there's poison in the greenhouse.
Syndicate, it was just another song somehow that no one quite knew where Alan was coming from with it.
Then the Lasagne Men made it more of an anthem, really.
It's poison in the greenhouse. 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 We're poisoning ourselves. We're poisoning ourselves.
As it was, we had 2 vocalists. Generally we had Alan singing his songs and Ulan singing his songs as well, but you could have quite easily swapped those, turned the tables around. To me, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
I've always been really into Kalufid's words. I think they're really good. I never really understood them. He never really said what they were about. The odd one's pretty obvious, but You know, I've played them to people and asked them to listen to the words, and it's like poetry. It's like superb poetry.
It's almost as if we were painting a picture which one of us had said, this is what it's going to look like, and then we all painted our parts.
Oh my word.
The recording of Free the Beagle and Kill the World, I mean the video of it, was shot at the Harrogate Theatre.
The theatre was a good place to play these songs because there is an element of the theatrical in the songs.
For something that was a quickly go on, do it, there are a number of problems that are going to occur, get off. It was fine, and I think I think people enjoyed it.
You weren't really performing to an audience because the audience wasn't, as at a usual gig, right in front of your nose. They were actually quite a long way away. In fact, for some reason I felt as if I was playing in an airport.
It was hysterical because there's nobody out there listening. There's about 10 people in the audience.
But there were a few members of the audience who were very, very familiar with the songs, and also they were very enthusiastic about hearing them.
We had quite a good time, I think.
Inside your shopping bag is something you should see. No longer soul and what to keep. Are we attentive to our common blood? Until the revolution is swept away by the forward.
Of course, what was very important to me in the Lasagne was its presentation and the graphics, and I took it upon myself to do the graphics for the band. I don't know what everybody else thought of it. Well, probably they thought it was all right, so they let me do it.
Julian would be usually on a fairly different planet to the rest of us, in that his agenda was far bigger than he could actually describe to us at any one moment. So if there was something that he wanted to tell us, he'd start telling us. Within about 10 seconds you've got the picture, and then for the next 10 seconds the picture's sort of cut up and then rearranged, so that the bits you didn't first understand are more prominent, I think.
It would have been nice to have had a bad review, actually. It would have been quite interesting. Maybe it would have pushed us a bit harder. We always got good reviews. Became a bit blasé about it, I suppose. I think maybe Clufid was the reason we were called well manicured and clean cut.
I would have thought those comments were probably a reflection of the fact that we were fairly reserved in appearance and in the way we looked visually, but I think it was the type of music as well that influenced that.
I did feel at the end of the day that I was more responsible for the production of The Blue Whale than I was for the Lasagne Men, because I was more interested in it. But that's not to say I wasn't as interested in the Lasagne Men. I had other things on my mind.
Which was unfortunate for us, really, as a band. There was one point where I said to Ross that I was very worried about Alan, because I thought, he's just going to go off and be stupid.
Sometimes with musicians, not everybody, but sometimes people are looking to do other things, and their lives tend to be very up and down.
I was going through a huge change, life change, and I think probably having to be on stage and show myself on stage brought that out more.
It was difficult actually when she left to know what to do in between rehearsals, recording, or whatever, the space when you're sitting around thinking what to do now. And I think she was missed by the band. I felt that my personal life wasn't quite so sorted out in the Lasagne Men. So, in a way, it did put a pressure on things. Whereas with the Blue Whale, I was quite happy.
I think one mistake the band made was to play two people's songs. They were completely different bands, really, and I think at the time it would have been more interesting to bill each gig as being two bands.
So this is London, London. God save the Queen every time. So this is London, London. Going down the central line. So this is London, London.
We should have taken the music elsewhere. We should have at least gone to like a big city. We should have brought it down to London. But I think maybe we would have had a different following, a different crew. I think the band maybe would have been more. There would have been more effort made to keep things going.
There was a lot of talent, but it was difficult. We didn't know how to utilise it, I don't think.
You know, to say it couldn't have worked, or it didn't work because, you know, things happen because they're meant to happen. You know, we all got a lot out of it. And maybe that was it. Maybe that's what we needed at that point, you know, all of us going through that experience together.
It's a pity we all didn't get on Top of the Pops. I think it'd been quite interesting on Top of the Pops. You know, we would probably have done something like have come up with paper bags over our heads, and then whip them off. And then it wouldn't even be us, it'd be somebody else, you know. And the crowd would be going, who are they? They're not the band.
And I look at you as if you were a fool. I look at you as if you broke the rules. I look at you through a vampire's eyes, with horror that's been customized. And I look at you, and I look at you, and I look at you.
holes in the sky. Not ozone friendly, don't have to tell you why. Surely you know about the balance of these things. Don't turn your back, see what the future brings. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. We're poisoning ourselves. We're poisoning ourselves. Robots and lasers cut holes into steel. Diggers and dynamite, acres of field. There should be trees cleaning the air. Think of the children, it just isn't fair. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. We're poisoning ourselves. We're poisoning ourselves. Over the glass and over your head, under the land, jelly and lead, deep in the soul, in the north, in the south, facing the facts, there's poison in the greenhouse, poison in the greenhouse, poison in the greenhouse, poison in the greenhouse, poison in the greenhouse. Loopholes and bullshit, merchants of lies, closing the curtain, covering our eyes. No one is blind, but the view keeps changing. Take out the trash, the earth's fast aging. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. Poison in the greenhouse. We're poisoning ourselves. We're poisoning ourselves. Poison in the greenhouse.
I'd like to welcome live on stage this afternoon, the Lasagne Men. Thank you.